Baseball fields across America have been subject to some of the craziest scenes in sports. From helicopters landing in the outfield, to skydivers and hot dogs flying onto the field, some truly insane things have unfolded in front of the spectators of America's favorite pastime. And that gave me an idea. Can I top them all by landing an airplane in the outfield of a Major League Baseball stadium? Well, first, let's talk about why it might be possible. Every Major League Baseball field is completely unique. Unlike football or soccer or basketball, there's no regulation, size, or shape required of the outfield. This odd rule, or lack thereof, is why in one stadium you can hit a 302-foot home run to right field, and in others you have to hit it 400 feet over an 8-foot wall. San Francisco has what's called Triples Alley.
Hit into Triples Alley. Nobody's going to get it.
An area of the field where the fencing comes together in such an awkward way, you're basically guaranteed a triple if you manage to place your hit there. Towels Hill was a ridiculous feature in Minute Maid Park up until 2016. It's literally just a 30-degree slope in the middle of the outfield. It's ridiculous. How is this allowed? And the weirdness of stadiums goes on and on. Now, it's a bit odd to see such a lack of regulation in such a stat-obsessed professional sport, but it's also a little bit charming. Every field has its own quirks, its own advantages and disadvantages, and most importantly for today's video, every outfield has a unique size, unique dimensions, and unique stadium features. Now, in order to safely land a plane, it's no secret that you want a long runway. But if you're trying to land in a stadium, the real trouble comes from the angle of approach. You can't just land like you would on a normal runway. There's a stadium in the way. So first you have to swoop over any seating or walls or obstacles in your way, and then quickly and sharply correct your course again for a safe landing. So, is it possible? Is there a Major League outfield with the perfect combination of runway distance and wall height that allows me to safely land a plane? Well, there's only one way to find out. I had to go buy an airplane. Just kidding. I had to go download Microsoft Flight Simulator, which honestly is close enough, because when I run it on max settings, it makes my PC sound like a plane about to take off. Now, regardless of the stadium size, or wall height, or outfield length, the biggest hurdle to this challenge is the fact that I have no idea what the f*** I'm doing. And I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, which I don't think is how most pilots fly planes, but I'm determined. If Bartolo Colon can hit a home run, then by golly, I can land a plane in a baseball stadium. I skipped any and all tutorials because they're incredibly boring and decided to just wing it. I also did zero research on which stadium would be the best to land in and just chose Yankee Stadium to try first because I could find it on a map. This was my first attempt. I learned two things. One, Yankee Stadium is a terrible place to try and land an airplane. And two, I should probably do the tutorials.
Resist the temptation to pull back. You're 10 feet above the runway. It's time to flare up if you're too fast. Flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent. Nice.
Before long, I conquered all facets of flight and basically had my pilot's license.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea.
Next, I racked up hundreds of flight hours, scouting out which stadium I would land in. Man, this game really is beautiful, isn't it? It would be a shame if someone were to ruin it by doing something incredibly stupid and unrealistic. After scoping out all 30 Major League ballparks, I found my perfect candidate. Citizens Bank Park, home of the Philadelphia Phillies. The center field wall is nice and low, and South 10th Street lines you up perfectly with a nice little runway. It was perfect. It's like it was meant to be. All that was left to do now was actually pull it off. But before I do that, I'm going to give away 100,000 stubs on MLB The Show to 5 of you guys. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed, and then comment below what platform you play on. Once this channel reaches 50,000 subscribers, the winners will be chosen at random. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. It's not required, but it'd be pretty cool. Alright, thanks. Back to the video. My strategy was to come in lower than the wall itself and minimize airspeed by raising all my flaps and cutting the engine completely. Then, at the last second, I would pull up to clear the wall and dump even more speed. Then I can swoop over the wall and land safely. Solid plan, I thought, but as it turns out, very difficult to do. After hours and hours of failure, I had the genius idea to change my plane. The Icon A5. Basically a car with wings. It's smaller and way more maneuverable than what I was flying with before. I figured this should be no problem now. And I was right. It was much easier. I was getting closer and closer with every attempt, making small adjustments each time, until finally, I did it. I successfully landed a plane in a Major League Baseball stadium. It wasn't pretty, but as they say, done is better than perfect. But I still couldn't shake the failure of not pulling off the landing in Yankee Stadium. So I changed planes again to conquer it once and for all.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and try and put this bird down safely in the outfield at Yankee Stadium. I'm going to be honest, this is the first time I've flown a helicopter. If you look to your left there, you will see that we are in beautiful Yankee Stadium. Let me just figure out this throttle here. Oh, that's a little too much. Let's come back off of it. There we go. Just put her down gently. That foul pole looks really messed up. Okay, we're in a spin. Calm down. Oh, there we go. They might need to cut the grass a little bit, but we did it. I just landed in Yankee Stadium. Easy peasy.
And there we have it. With a little practice and perseverance, anything is possible. If you enjoyed this stupid experiment, then watch this video, which is another stupid experiment that basically ruined baseball. Thanks for watching.